Okay, bonjour à tous. Hope I did it right. So I'm here to talk about TurboPack and RSPack bundlers. These are new bundlers that we can use today. And yeah, again, I'm from Philippines, living in Norway. These are those books written I wrote and co-written also, one in Vue.js, React, and Angular. So much for that. So I only have 9 minutes more. So TurboPack, let's do this. Let's do TurboPack first. So this thing, TurboPack, is written in Rust by the creators of Webpack and Next.js at Vercel. So TurboPack delivers a swift and versatile development experience for applications of any scale, thanks to its progressive behavior and adjustable packaging approaches. But of course, why TurboPack? So first, feature incremental by design. So building once is enough, work. Once TurboPack performs tasks, it never does it again. It knows, which files to rerun. Another one here is ecosystem. It's friendly. It supports TypeScript, JSX, WebAssembly, and more. And number one that I really like is the lightning fast HMR, faster HMR than Webpack, no matter how big is the app. Next, features, React Server Components. So this one support RSC, or React Server Components, which is new in React. That's good. Another one, simultaneous multiple NV targets, so build and optimize for multiple environments together, browser, server, edge, SSR, or React Server Components. Another one, so Next.js support, since it's from Vercel. So Vercel is also planning to use TurboPack to create a remote cache that would, help or let developers or have developers this single source of cache and distribute it across the team. So why replace Webpack? Why? So Webpack, was created 10 years ago, retains its dated architecture despite web development's significant growth. Webpack's architecture isn't suited for large scale anymore, incremental builds, and it's difficult to fix due to numerous dependent plugins. And changing Webpack's architecture while maintaining backwards compatibility is challenging, as it risks breaking users' existing implementations. What else? Cache validation, invalidation. So it's often too sensitive, causing extensive rebuilding when small, changes are made. And in incremental builds, like cache lookup helps skip redundant work, but with many modules, it can lead to considerable cache lookup costs. Now let's go to TurboPack's architecture. So Vercel created a layering system using Rust as the base. So Rust offers parallelism, and shared memory and security, but it's more challenging to write than JavaScript, right? So to encourage plugin development, Vercel supports both JavaScript, Rust for plugin interfaces, and then developers can start with, JS and then port it to Rust afterwards. So after that layer, second layer, Turbo Engine. So this is the core for common tasks like caching, invalidation, and incremental builds. And then Vercel is also using this SWC, a modern transpiler built in Rust that replaces Babel. And SWC is 20 times faster than Babel on a single thread and 70 times faster on 4 cores. And third layer will be this TurboPack. A bundler handling CSS, static assets, WASM, images, fonts, and more leveraging SWC. And then, on top of those three, Next.js and other JS frameworks that can use TurboPack eventually. It's still in beta, by the way, like React, Vue.js, Solid, Angular, and other JS frameworks. So, Why Turbopack is so fast? Turbopack's impressive speed is attributed to its incremental computation engine. So in a typical bundler, so the process involves reading files, bundling them, concatenating them, and performing multiple tasks. However, Turbopack takes different approach by keeping track of the inputs and outputs of each function during the first run and reads and bundles it, concatenates the files, and remembers all the outputs. On subsequent runs, if a specific file such as this SDK.ts is modified, Turbopack only needs to redo the steps related to that file, right? And it doesn't need to read or bundle the unchanged files like API.ts. This incremental computation and the native speed of Rust are responsible for Turbopack's speed performance. So interestingly, the Turbo engine itself is not involved in the bundling process. Its main function is to save the results of the functions. And getting started with Turbopack, get the latest Next.js, so you can run this command, npx create next app, with this flag example with Turbopack, and then you can see in the script that it's using this Turbo flag. Now, so much for that. Let's move on to RSpack. So I think you're familiar with this. So ByteDance and Valor Software introduced RSpack to the open source community. They've been dogfooding this bundler internally. If you don't know these companies, they're responsible behind this platform, TikTok, which is #1 now, right? So this tech giant, behind this TikTok, using RSpack in their applications. So again, it's a fast Rust-based web bundler, same as Turbopack. They have this fast startup, similar features, lightning fast HMR, right? And the only difference is it's Webpack compatible. So you can migrate your Webpack configuration skills if you've been ejecting CRA and configuring Webpack. If you know this stuff and you want to replace Webpack, RSpack will be the deal for here because you can migrate those skills and reuse them. So it supports Webpack compatibility out of the box. Patterns included also, same thing, TypeScript, JSX, CSS, and whatnot. Production optimizations, framework agnostic. So how to get started? npm create RSpack, and you can see in the JSON and package JSON, in the script dev, RSpack serve, and to give you a glance of this, I hope you can see the RSpack.config.js there, and that's where you can configure, RSpack using the same thing that you've been doing in Webpack. So I think I don't have time for this. Vite's also a bundler 3 years ago. That's what Vue.js React now is using. The CRA, by the way, Angular. It's using it already in version 16, but it's still in the not in stable version. Svelte, Solid, Quick, using Vite. So now I'm in summary. So Turbopack and RSpack, Rust-based bundlers, lightning fast HMR. RSpack has Webpack compatibility, while Turbopack does not have. Vite, Turbopack, and RSpack provide improved DX. So I want you to try these things. And resources are here. Merci beaucoup. Thank you, guys. I don't do this often, but I'd like you to, since I really love this conference, amazing speakers, amazing attendees who who help us make this conference successful and participating, right? So just raise your hands for this quick selfie. Thank you very much.